And speaking of names, have you heard? You've obviously, the whole world has heard our friend, our associate, our rival podcast, a guy that I fired, and then it was a rib because he got to leave, but I had to stay for a while. Bruce Pritchard has been in the news.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
And so who is it? So it's Puffy, his name is Puffy Sean Combs, who was then, his name is Sean Combs. I couldn't, if you held a gun to me, more on that later. If you held
he might do that. He might hold a gun to you.
Well, I couldn't tell you what the fuck he sung or rapped or perpetrated or what his rap sheet is or what. I don't know anything about this fucking guy otherwise, and he's famous for being on a lot of shows that I don't watch and entertainment venues that I don't perpetrate. But his name is Sean Combs. Then he was Puff Daddy, right?
Yes.
Then he was P. Diddy. Then he got in kind of in business, and he was Sean Puffy Combs. And then, is there been any other names he's had up until this recent one?
You hit on Puffy. I know he was just Diddy.
Oh, he was Diddy for a while. He was Diddy. Did he do it? We don't know. But now last week he announced that he was going to change his name to something that nobody in the world has ever thought of before. That he didn't even need to check and see whether anybody in this world would have been widely known under this goddamn nom de plume, and he named himself Brother Love. How does that happen to somebody that's got that much money, that supposedly got handlers? That is, I mean, is it a case of Trumpitis where he just got high and fucking tweeted something stupid or what? Well, you got the music background.
Well,
how does it play?
Look, Puffy's been irrelevant to culture for a long time. It's just, this is the problem. This is why people hate the media. Because even though there's so much important reporting happening right now about everything with the Trump administration and Russia and just everything that's happening in the country, then there's shit like this that somehow makes the front page of every single newspaper of this guy who hasn't had a hit record in a very long time, who's now famous for being famous, announces he's changing his name, and somehow that gets into the papers, and then people say, oh, there was a Brother Love in wrestling. By the way, I mean, I could be wrong. Jim, correct me. Sean Combs, who I think has already announced it was a joke, has about as much legal standing to call himself Brother Love as Bruce Pritchard does, correct?
Well, actually, it would be a WWF property or WWE property, so they could sue him.
Right, unless they, let go of the trademark.
Yeah.
That means...
So once again, my question is, how does a supposed, because I know this guy, hadn't had a hit in ages and he's coasting on Reputation, et cetera, but supposedly he's probably still got a lot of money because I'm sure,
he's filthy rich. He's one of the highest earning guys each year. So, yeah. All
right. So I am a celebrity of that stature, and I'm going to change my name to somebody who not only was seen on television by millions and millions of fucking wrestling fans in the 80s, but still today hosts a fucking show, has following on social media. It's not hard to find is what I'm saying. But also the same person has a trademark owned by a goddamn company that has 2 national television shows a fucking week. How does it get that far where he just blurts that out of his ass without checking with anybody that would say, wait a minute, I think you'll get a lot of people laughing at you on Twitter because there's a guy named Brother Love. How?
I think, who knows what happened? I mean, the fact that he already said it was a joke means that he probably realized that WWE owns Brother Love and he can't do it. But I could say how stupid the media is for doing it, but I do get a kick out of the fact that he's like, watch this. I'm going to put up a stupid video and everyone's going to talk about it. And he's right. He made a stupid video and it made the front page of the Daily News. It's just the website, not the regular paper, but just ridiculous. Who cares? What a stupid story.
Well, but it's to distract from the burdensome political environment we live in.
Bruce should change his name to Puff Daddy.
No, we want to send a shout out to our good buddy B. Pity. Be Pity. Somebody tweeted that. I stole it. But Be Pity. From now on, the program will be called Something to Wrestle with Be Pity.
Art Dodger.
and his faithful dog Scout.